This is why you have fear and how you can eliminate it. So fear, what it really is just your nervous system. Your nervous system is what's running the show when you are in fear. And really, when fear comes up, there is something maybe from your past that might have happened. Maybe there was a loss. Maybe there was something embarrassing that might have happened to you. Maybe it was something that you saw that causes you in that moment to get paralyzed and have fear about something that you might have to do or something that is going on the outside world. And then what we tend to do is when we have fear, we fall into addictions or we try to avoid it. We try to be very pessimistic about it. We try to criticize people. We try to bring other people down. And so the reason why we do this is because we don't want to face our own internal fears. So what we do is we tend to criticize people and say what they're doing wrong instead of facing our own fears and what we're doing wrong. Sometimes we tend to go to Netflix and binge on Netflix for hours so that we won't have to face the reality that maybe we don't like our job, or maybe that we fear change, or maybe we fear starting that book or going for that goal or that dream. So we numb ourselves with eating, overeating. Maybe you binge eat too much. I've been there many times. That's why I was overweight back in the day, 265, and I would just binge eat so I wouldn't have to face my emotions. That's what we really fear. We fear facing our emotions. So what we do is we end up going and avoiding what it is that we need to face so that we won't have to face our own stuff that we are scared of. And maybe we might go to someone's house and then avoid sitting in our fear and analyzing what it is that I fear. We could also do it by maybe going for some caffeine, some sugar. Maybe it's ordering on Amazon. Maybe it's trying to find a date. Maybe it's trying to find love in somebody so that they can love us and be the solution to our fears, when really all we're doing is just putting a band-aid on the fear so that we won't have to face the fear. And this is what happens to a lot of people, and this happened to myself many times, is I was trying to numb my fear through addictions, through people, through materialistic things, and I never really faced my fear. So the only way that you can really truly eliminate fear is if you sit in the fear and really analyze the fear and asking yourself, is this fear really valid? Or is it just an illusion that I'm creating in my mind that is paralyzing me from taking action? That is causing me to have an addiction. That is causing me to have an addiction to materialistic things. That is causing me to be a critic of other people because I don't want to face my own problems, my own challenges. So I try to look at other people and the things that they're doing wrong, so that way I don't face what I'm doing wrong. So what I want to say to you is that what we need to do is we need to sit in our shit, even if it stinks, and it will stink, it will hurt, it will feel bad. But once you embrace that fear, once you face that fear and realize that it's just an illusion, now you can let it go so that you can grow. But if you keep avoiding it, if you keep staying in fear mode, if you are still almost like trying to fight people, or if you stay stuck, or if you try to run away from the fear, it'll continue to persist. Because in order for you to overcome it, you have to face it. And ask yourself, is this fear really valid? What I'm thinking about, is it true? Am I worthy? Am I going to be rejected? Yeah. But if you get rejected, you won't die. If you fail, you can learn from it. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. So what we have to really ask ourselves is, this fear that I'm fearing right now, what can I do to overcome it? And then what can I do to move forward? If you don't sit in your fear, you will always be in fear. So what is something that you have been fearing for weeks, months, years, decades, that you haven't taken the time to just sit in it and ask yourself, is this fear really valid? Ask yourself that question. Once you ask yourself that question, you start to realize that the fear that you're fearing is fear itself. And it's really just an illusion in your mind that's not real. So sit in your fear, ask yourself the questions of, is it valid? Am I worthy? Why do I fear other people criticizing me? Once you dig deeper, you will find the answers and the solutions so that you can step into your greatness. Have a great day. Peace.